Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Everyday Makeup Monday. And in today's video this is going to be my barnacles. I have woken up late, I have less than 10 minutes to get myself out of the house. This is 5 products in 5 minutes and this video, I don't know, I haven't filmed it yet, but this video will probably be longer than 5 minutes because I'm going to be rambling, but this is what I would do if I just had to get out of the house and just had to make myself look less like a toe. So, starting with concealer. I would choose, on an everyday basis, normally I would choose the Lasting Perfection Stretch Concealer. However, at the minute it is so warm that I would need to set that, so that's a whole extra step. So I would choose, in a rush, the Lasting Perfection concealer, the original one. Because this is more of a matte finish, you don't have to set it, so I would just very roughly smother like the center of my face in this. And obviously because this is like my 5-minute routine, I'm cutting out a lot of steps that I would normally do, and one of these steps that I've been loving when I have the time to put those extra steps in is using the Filter Finish from Collection, the illuminating primary thing. But if I had to skip it out to get out the house quicker, I absolutely would. Like, it's just one of those extra steps that's lovely but not needed by any stretch of the imagination. And quite frankly, when I'm like on my way out the door and leaving for work, all I really want to do is like concealer to brighten up my eyes because they're quite dark, brows, bronzer, mascara and blush. So spoiler alert, they are the steps that we're doing today. They are the 5 steps. And obviously I've already done my skincare, but in a real rush I would just wash my face quickly with water and then put on my SPF, which I use the Garnier Skin Active Vitamin C Brightening Serum Cream. This is so easy to use, so quick to apply, it sinks in really nicely. So honestly, you could like wake up, wash your face, put your SPF on, and then while that's sinking in, brush your teeth, and then you'd be ready to just whack on whatever makeup you've got time to do. And I actually find that using a brush like this for like my concealer is quicker. Like, I find it quicker than using obviously a makeup sponge because that you've got to wet and that's a whole extra step, but I find it quicker than using my hands and I don't like using my hands. So the next step would be bronzer, and I would choose this in a heartbeat. This is the e.l.f. Putty bronzer in the shade Tan Lines because this just blends out like an absolute dream. So swirl it in there, get loads of product onto the brush, stamp it on the cheeks. I probably got too much on the brush there in my haste to do it quickly, and then swipe it across the forehead and then just blend it out. And this colour is both perfect for me at the minute, but because it's sort of quite light and warm, I find that it blends out so easily. She says with stripes across her face, but trust me, it does. And this putty bronzer as well is so unique in that it has that sort of powdery finish. Like, that doesn't feel sticky at all on my skin. It's a matte sort of finish, so I don't feel like I need to go over the top of it with a powder bronzer. For blusher, however, I am choosing a powder blusher. So this is the Kiko Hydra blush in the shade Fairy Pink, and I'm just tapping a little bit of that over the cheeks, which again just brings a little bit more life to my skin, makes me feel a little bit more awake and a bit more ready to face my day. I'm just going to tap a little bit of concealer over that spot down there just to calm that down a little bit, and then that is my base done. That is all I do. Genuinely, for an everyday, this is all I do. Sometimes I do extra steps, sometimes I do, but this, I would be so happy just leaving the house with this amount of base products on. So For the eyebrows, I'm going in with this one here, which is the IncrediBrow Define Plus from collection. This is in the shade Brunette 2. Because this has more of a waxy sort of feel to it, it has the hold of a brow gel for me, so I can scribble it through, and because of the tip is quite large. It's one of those like triangular tipped ones, and because it's that sort of shape, you can fill in the shape of the brow but also get those little hair-like strokes at the front, so I do really enjoy this one. So that is the brow filled in, and then I just take the spoolie on the other end of the pencil, and I don't know if you'll even be able to see this, but as I brush through, those brow hairs are just laying down exactly where I want them because of the texture of the pencil. It's so nice, and it's one that I have been loving recently, and it's so quick, which is obviously what we're here for today. So that's the brows done. Then for the eyes, I could just leave it as it is, but I'm feeling a little bit like I've got an extra 30 seconds to do this extra step, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of that Putty bronzer and just swirl it on an eyeshadow brush and just pop that all over the lid, just to have that little bit of extra warmth. And that's literally like the quickest step, but I feel like that extra bit of warmth just, I like it, okay? I just like how it looks. And then for the quickest, longest, thickest, most dramatic, most long-lasting eyelashes and mascara, I would without a doubt choose this one. This is the e.l.f. Big Mood, which is so easy to build up and so easy to make look really dramatic, which is obviously what I'm here for, that I reach for this so often when I'm in a rush, when I just want something quick, and it just builds them up so quickly, but it also lasts all day. Like, I work in a very hot, sweaty kitchen, and I am constantly like in and out of the ovens and like cooking food and sweating and just being warm, but this doesn't transfer, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake off, it stays looking perfect all day long, and I'm so here for it. Like, that was in real time while I blabbed, and I would say that my eyebrows take me longer than mascara because this one is just so quick. And of course, should you want to, you can add an extra layer, but this is one, and like if I was genuinely in a rush, I would be so happy just leaving the house like this. So this is my 5-minute, 5-product makeup look, and this is obviously very basic, there's only 5 products, but I'm so happy with how this looks. I often do this because 9 times out of 10 I prioritise sleep over a full face of makeup, funnily enough. But this is me done. Are there any other steps that you would choose instead of the ones that I have included today? Like, would you rather have a brow gel over a blusher, for example? Or like, what steps would you choose? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm really interested because I don't think I could skip out any of these steps. I think I would have to have all of these. Obviously there's ones that I would add on. The illuminating primer for starters, even with this amount of base products, I use that all the time. A brow gel, I am missing my e.l.f. Wow Brow. I really could just layer that through. I'm missing a lip liner and a lipstick. I'm missing a highlighter. You know, there's a few extra steps that I feel like I could do with, but for the quickest, easiest makeup look to just get you out of the door, this is what I would do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section what your 5 steps would be and what your 5 products would be. I would be really interested to know what those are. But until next time, thanks so much for watching. Bye.